8 popular vegetables older adults need to watch out for. What if the vegetables you've loved and trusted for decades are secretly plotting against your health? Sounds wild, doesn't it? All our lives, we've been drilled with the mantra, eat your veggies, stay healthy. It's practically gospel. But here's the kicker. As you hit 50 and beyond, your body doesn't play by the same rules anymore. Your stomach grumbles more, your kidneys slow down, and those trusty greens you piled on your plate might not be as friendly as they once were. In this video, we're shining a light on 8 popular vegetables that older adults need to watch out for. Now, don't get us wrong. We're not here to banish them from your kitchen. Far from it. We'll unpack what makes these veggies so great, where they can sneakily cause trouble, and how you can keep enjoying them without a hitch. From solid science to real stories of folks just like you, we've got tips to turn these everyday staples back into your health's best friends. Think spinach is all Popeye hype? Or that corn's always a safe bet? Stick with us. You might be surprised. Want in on this? Drop a "Count me in" the comments, and let's dive into smarter eating together. Spinach, the hero that might hurt you. Let's kick things off with we all grew up loving. Those little nuggets, the green superhero of every plate. Or it's brimming with vitamins. They're one of the most popular nuts out there, promising to keep you strong and spry. They're like a gift. But here's the twist. For those of us over 50 with healthy fats, this leafy legend can sometimes flex its muscles the bad cholesterol in all the wrong ways, up your pipes. Spinach isn't just a saint. Flowing strong. It's got a sneaky side. That's a big deal. And today, heart trouble is we're spilling the beans on how to enjoy it without getting burned. Almonds can help keep it at bay. My neighbor swears by a handful every morning with his tea, hiding in those leaves. And he says he feels lighter when you eat spinach raw, but it's not just your ticker that loves them. These compounds can gang up with calcium, a magic mineral that keeps your blood pressure in check. Yep. And helps agonizing little pebbles stay steady that make you wince. If you've ever worried about diabetes creeping up, as kidneys or if slow down with age, your life, raw spinach can hit you harder than it did in your 30s. Plus, take Joan to other nuts, a 62-year-old spinach salad calories. She swore that means you can munch a decent kidney stone without feeling like you've overdone it. Her doc, perfect. Cut the raw stuff, the scale like I am these days. Those oxalates can also block your body from using spinach's calcium, fills you up, leaving your bones so you're not hungrier than you'd like an hour later. On blood thinners, studies even say your body doesn't soak up mess with your meds too. So you might not be packing in as many calories as you think. Cooking's the trick. Steam it, saute it, or toss it in a soup, bursting, and those oxalates drop, which is like a shield for your skin. Joan switched to steaming hers off with the wear and tear from the sun, and she's back to years gone by. No pain, keeping you looking fresh. Gain. And it gives your immune system a boost for a bone-boosting less combo. Sniffles and more glow. You've got a winner. Who doesn't want that? It's softer on your stomach. You can toss them in your safer porridge, for your kidneys, nibble them plain, and still or even chop them up over a salad. So they're easy spinach to keep around. The enemy, and they don't need any fancy about how you treat it. Just a simple, raw, tasty way to do your body cooked. Good. So your next time you're at the store, try this walnuts, a treat for your brain and heart. Talk about walnuts, those wrinkly little nuts that look a bit like tiny brains. And guess what? They're actually amazing for your head. Walnuts are packed with something called omega-3, a healthy fat you might have heard about in fish. But here, it's straight from a nut. This stuff keeps your brain sharp as you get older. Great for remembering where you parked the car or the name of that old friend you bumped into at the shop. My cousin pops a few every day, says it helps her stay focused when she's doing her crosswords, and I reckon she's onto something. Studies even hint that walnuts might lower your chances of memory troubles or serious things like Alzheimer's down the road. Who wouldn't want a bit of that protection? But it's not just your brain that gets the love. Walnuts are full of antioxidants. Think of them as little fighters that chase away the bad stuff in your body, like rust on an old bike. That rust can build up over time and lead to inflammation, which isn't good for your heart or even raises the risk of things like cancer. Eating walnuts helps calm that down, keeping you feeling better inside. And speaking of your heart, These nuts work wonders there too. They've got those good fats that nudge the bad cholesterol out and lift up the good kind of like a cleanup crew for your arteries. My doctor told me that's a big win for keeping the ticker happy, especially as we hit these later years. You don't need a lot either. Just a small handful with your breakfast or sprinkled on some yogurt does the trick. They've got a rich, earthy taste that's hearty without being too much. Sure, they're not the cheapest nut on the shelf, but a little goes a long way. Keep them in a jar in the kitchen, and they'll stay fresh for ages. So, if you want to give your brain a boost and your heart some care, walnuts are a simple, tasty way to go. Give them a try. I bet you'll feel the difference. Pistachios, small but packed with goodness. Don't let their size fool you. They're a powerhouse for your health. One of the best things about pistachios is how they help you keep your weight in check. Something a lot of us start thinking about more as we get older. They're lower in calories than most nuts, so you can enjoy a good handful, about 49 of them in a serving, without feeling like you've gone overboard. My sister keeps a bowl on her table, and she says they stop her from reaching for the cake tin. They've got protein and fiber that fill you up, so you're not hungry again 10 minutes later. Perfect for those afternoons when you just want a nibble. But there's more. Pistachios are great for your heart, too. They're full of healthy fats, the kind that push out the bad cholesterol and keep your blood flowing smoothly. That's a relief for anyone who's had the doctor mention their ticker needs watching. And here's a bonus. They've got something special for your eyes. Ever notice how the small print gets harder to read? Pistachios have stuff called lutein and zeaxanthin that protect your eyes from strain, like from the TV or sun, and might even slow down those age-related blurs. My uncle swears they've made his evening news watching easier. Oh, and they're good for your gut, too. That fiber feeds the friendly bugs down there, keeping your digestion happy and maybe even lifting your mood a bit. Because who doesn't feel better with a settled stomach? They're fun to eat, too. Just pop them out of their shells, and you've got a little activity to keep your hands busy. No need for fancy recipes either. They're tasty straight up or sprinkled on a salad. Keep them in a tin by your chair, and you've got a snack that's good for your heart, eyes, and tummy. All in one go. Next time you're shopping, grab some pistachios. This curly green's been hogging the spotlight lately, popping up in smoothies, salads, and health guru Instagram feeds. It's dubbed a superfood for good reason. Loaded with vitamins A, K, and antioxidants. It's like a wellness promise in every bite. But here's the twist. For us over 50, kale's not always the flawless hero it pretends to be. Like spinach pulling its oxalate stunt, kale's got its own edge that can catch you off guard. Let's strip it down and see what's what. Kale's a nutritional knockout. It fights inflammation and keeps your system humming. No wonder it's the darling of every juice bar. But raw kale? That's where it gets dicey. Just like spinach, it's packed with oxalates that can gang up and form kidney stones. A painful souvenir you don't want as you age. Then there's the thyroid twist. Kale has goitrogens, little compounds that mess with iodine and can slow your thyroid down. If you're over 50 and already feeling sluggish or juggling thyroid meds, too much raw kale might tip the scales. My pal Linda, 57, swore by her kale salads until her energy tanked. Her doc pointed the finger at those raw leaves. Don't ditch kale yet, though. You can outsmart it. Cooking's your VIP pass here. Steam it, sauté it with some garlic, or toss it in a stew. Heat slashes those oxalates and tames the goitrogens. Linda switched to sautéed kale with a splash of olive oil, and she's back to her zippy self. Bonus? Cooking makes it easier on your stomach and unlocks more nutrients. Pair it with a splash of lemon for a zesty kick, and you've got a winner. Kale's still a champ. It just needs a little heat to shine. Raw's a gamble. Cooked's gold. Tried this trick? Share your kale tale below. Asparagus, the elegant spear with a sharp twist. Let's talk about asparagus, those fancy green spears that scream sophistication. You've probably grilled them for a dinner party, or savored them with a pat of butter, feeling all classy. They're bursting with vitamins A, C, and K, plus antioxidants that make you feel like you're doing your body a favor. But hold up. For us over 50, asparagus isn't just a pretty face. Like spinach, with its oxalate sneak attack, these elegant stalks have a twist that can poke you where it hurts. Let's snap into it and see what's cooking. Asparagus is a nutritional gem. It's low-cal, high-fiber, and gives your immune system a boost. No wonder it's a star on the plate. But here's the sting. It's loaded with purines, which your body turns into uric acid. Too much of that, and bam! Gout flares up, leaving your joints screaming. If you're past 50 and your toes have ever throbbed after a big serving, asparagus might be the culprit. My neighbor Bill, 60, loved his grilled spears until a gout attack had him limping. I thought it was just bad luck, he groaned. But his doc pinned it on those purines. Plus, it's a natural diuretic, great for bloating. But it can dehydrate you if you're not sipping enough water, leaving you foggy and frail. Don't banish asparagus yet. You can keep it in line. Cook it light, steam or grill it, and keep portions small. Bill now enjoys a few spears with a big glass of water and some cucumber to balance things out. No more gout grumbles. Want a twist? Pair it with hydrating foods like melon to offset that diuretic kick. It's still delicious, just safer. Asparagus is a treat worth having. Just don't overdo it. Small bites, mushrooms, the savory stars with a shady side. These savory little gems are the kings of flavor, turning a bland dish into a mouth-watering masterpiece. Whether you're tossing them in a stew or sizzling them with garlic, they bring B vitamins, selenium, and a meaty bite that feels like a treat. But here's the twist. For us over 50, mushrooms aren't just a tasty sidekick. Like spinach with its oxalate ambush, these fungi have a shady side that can trip you up. Ready to unearth the truth? Let's dig in. Mushrooms are a nutritional win. Low in calories, high in antioxidants. They're a dream for keeping your energy up. But raw or wild ones, that's where the plot thickens. Some carry tiny toxins, like hydrazine in certain types, that your younger self might have brushed off. But now, they can hit your liver or stomach hard. My friend Clara, 59, foraged some wild mushrooms for a fancy dinner. She ended up with a bellyache that lasted days. Turns out she'd picked a risky batch. Even store-bought ones need care. Eating them raw can upset an aging gut. And if you're on blood thinners or BP meds, some mushroom supplements like reishi can meddle with your prescriptions, throwing things off kilter. Don't ditch the shrooms yet. You can make them your ally. Cook them up, sauté, roast, or boil. And those toxins vanish, leaving just the good stuff. Clara sticks to store-bought creminies now, sizzling them with onions, and she's back to loving them. No drama. Not sure about supplements? Chat with your doc first, especially if you're on meds. Want a cozy fix? Toss them in a soup. It's gentle on your system and oh so tasty. Mushrooms are magic when handled right. Cook them, and they're your friends. Potatoes, the cozy staple, with a catchy crunch. Now let's cozy up to potatoes, the ultimate comfort food. Mashed, baked, or roasted, they're the warm hug of every meal, delivering potassium, vitamin C, and that starchy goodness we adore. Who doesn't have a soft spot for a crispy spud? But here's the hitch. For us over 50, potatoes aren't just a no-brainer side dish. Like spinach hiding its oxalates, These tubers have a catchy crunch that can sneak up on you. Ready to dig into the dirt? Let's mash it out. Potatoes are a nutritional classic. They fill you up and keep things moving. But as we age, their starchy soul can stir trouble. They're high on the glycemic index, meaning they spike your blood sugar fast. Not great if you're watching diabetes or just trying to keep steady energy. My cousin Pete, 61, loved his loaded baked potatoes until he noticed his sugar crashing after meals. I thought it was just old age, he shrugged, but his doc flagged the spuds. Then there's the frying trap. Think fries or chips. High heat creates acrylamide, a nasty chemical linked to heart risks, piling on fats and salt your ticker doesn't need. Don't swear off potatoes yet. You can keep them in your life. Swap frying for baking or boiling. It cuts the acrylamide and eases that sugar spike. Pete now bakes his with a sprinkle of herbs, keeping portions small, and he's back to enjoying them sans slump. Want a trick? Pair them with lean meat or beans. It slows the sugar rush and keeps you full. Love mash? Skip the butter overload and mix in some broccoli for balance. Potatoes are pure comfort. Just cook them. Peas, those sweet little green gems. They're the unsung heroes of soups, casseroles, and side dishes, packing protein, fiber, and vitamins into every tiny bite. Who doesn't smile at a spoonful of peas with a dab of butter? But hold the applause. For us over 50, these cuties have a double whammy that can sneak up on you. Like spinach with its hidden edge, peas have their own quirks to watch. Ready to shell out the truth? Let's roll. Peas are a nutritional win. They're small but mighty, keeping you full and happy. But here's the snag. They're loaded with purines, just like asparagus. Your body turns those into uric acid, and too much can spark gout. That joint pain, no one's got time for past 50. My Aunt Sue, 63, adored her pea-heavy stews until her knee flared up. I blame the weather, she chuckled, but her doc pointed at the peas. Plus, they're starchy little devils, higher carbs than you'd guess, nudging your blood sugar up fast if you're not careful, especially with diabetes in the mix. Don't kick peas to the curb, just play it smart. Keep portions small, a handful, not a heap, and balance them with low-carb veggies like spinach or zucchini. Sue now mixes her peas with greens, and her joints are thanking her. Cooking's your friend here too. A quick steam keeps them tasty, without overdoing it. Want a boost? Pair them with chicken or fish to slow that sugar spike and keep purines in check. Peas are pure joy. Just don't overindulge. Small doses, smart combos, and you're set. Got a pea tail? Share it below. We're all ears. Wrapping up, veggies aren't villains, just pals with rules. So, what's the big takeaway for us over 50? It's not that veggies are out to get you, far from it. They're still the good guys, packed with nutrients to keep us kicking. But as we age, they come with rule books. Like spinach needing a steam or peas begging for balance, these old pals just ask us to eat smarter, not harder. Ready for the wrap-up? Let's tie it all together. Think about it. Our bodies change. Digestion slows, joints creak, blood sugar wobbles. Those veggies we chomped raw in our 30s? They need a tweak now. Cooking's been our MVP, taming oxalates, killing germs, easing starch. Smaller portions